Are you videoing?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna diagnose this truck. Came in, it's a crank no start. Our check engine light does come on, so that tells me our ECM is reading something. It's there. It's installed. Someone else tried to fucking get her going, obviously. So yeah, we're gonna fix it. Hey, since you're standing there looking at me, those big brown eyes. Can you just hit the key, actually?
Oh, I get the easy job?
I don't need you to I don't need you to hold anything right now.
I wanted to smart it.
It. Well, there's your problem. She ain't got no gas. No fuel pressure. Hey. Move that over there so it charges all the batteries. You know what? I can stay there. Huh? Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, we know there is pressure. Key?
Hit the key?
Yeah. Yeah. Smoke? No. Okay.
I really don't think it's RPMing enough. That is so slow.
Even if it is, these will fire even, they don't have an RPM restriction on them.
No, I
As long as it goes, wow, it'll fire. Like, obviously.
within reason.
Probably not well, but.
Yeah. It can't be all ram, click, 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 click.
Cody, should the fuel filter be leaking fuel? What? Should the fuel filter be leaking fuel? No. Yeah.
So for the camera, what were you doing here?
This is a pressure can. So this is filled with diesel. And if an engine's like run out of diesel or something like that, I can use this to pressure up the engine without the transfer pump, just to get it running. It just helps us. It doesn't do everything for us, but
Yeah.
it makes priming the engine just a lot easier, right? Because now I can put 40 psi just on my inlet side just to pressure it. But
Yeah.
the weird part is obviously we got a check valve that's not working because I actually filled this with diesel, right? The fuel filter housing.
Yeah.
I filled it with diesel and it's now leaking.
Yeah.
So. Fucking strong man put that together. Oh, yeah, it's me. See, now I released all the pressure and now our fuel filter's not leaking anymore. So next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take that line off of here. See how this all pulled down?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna leave that on there. We definitely got fuel problems. We're gonna take this line off and we're gonna just put a union in between and bypass that filter housing. Because it's clearly, if I can leak fuel out of that housing, I can suck air through that housing, which means my engine probably is. Wrong wrench.
What are you doing right now?
I'm going to cap that off so we can't suck air. I'm going to pressurize the fuel system again, so I'm not pissing fuel all over the ground. And I'm going to try and see if I can get the engine to fire. If I can get the engine to fire, I know I got a fuel problem. If it don't fire, then I don't have a fuel problem. And I got to start going into electrical and other things. I don't think it's electrical just on first glance because my check engine light did come on, it goes out. It's reading everything.
Fuck, I don't know. Get a mechanic.
I'm a virgin. What are you talking about?
You've only mated with your hand before.
Fucking 1 or 2 times. I'm looking for our ORB fittings. That'll work. Let's go. So by doing what I'm doing, I'm eliminating the fuel system from this point back.
From what point back?
Right here.
Oh.
So I just need to, I had to make sure that I did have the right stuff. Make sure you get the right size wrench for what you're doing.
Yeah. That looks right to me.
It's gonna work for what I need to do.
You're fitting in step 1.
Step 1. Use the appropriate size wrench. Step 2. Fuck off. Thank you. Do not see any more fuel leaks. So now I know I have pressure here. I got pressure on that pump.
So now, you gonna try and start it?
Yeah, we'll give her a little early bird. See what happens. Pressure there. She certainly isn't cranking a whole hell of a lot. Cody's right. I know I got fuel to the ejectors. I think it's time that we hook the computer up and test the injectors. Can we run them?
Gore tried to diagnose, but the plug was not working, so he's got some schematics, I think that's called, right?
Yeah, well, it's just literature, really, at this point. But yeah, schematics.
And yeah, he's gonna figure out why there's no power to the plug and go from there. Hey, your coffee just dropped, man. Well, there's that. That's a shame.
Ow. Okay. Active. Cylinder number 1, 3, 5, 6, fucking every goddamn cylinder. Something is shorted. Now, our code is current shorted or open circuit. So on these Detroits, the connector kind of comes in at the back here. And I can't quite reach it, but... Well, this looks important.
Yeah, that little islet.
What did somebody do here? Oh boy. Well, did somebody maybe run new wires? Is that what's happened here? we got this. This is a lot of wire for a 10 amp fuse. Yeah, the fuse is blown. Whatever this is taking a lot of power. Ooh, and they're getting hot. Hey, don't do that, kids. Every single injector is shorted out. I find that really fucking hard to believe.
Unless the ECM shorted out.
Unless the ECM is shorted out itself.
Reading the injectors. That's
Or the injector harness, because they share a common ground. If that common ground is shorted, it would short out all of them.
yeah. Check the easy solution. Check the ground first. What in the flying fuck?
Oh, somebody was in there monkeying around for sure. Got good power to our ECM. Something is.
Doesn't that kind of narrow it down to like the injector harness though? If the ECM is all good?
Could be the injector driver module.
What's the update here, bro?
Just removing the injector harness to.
Okay, so what where did we end up on again? We figured out it was you figured out it was the injector harness, and then now we're at the point where you got the replacement, and he's about to do it.
Yeah, well, this is internally shorted somewhere because they share a common ground. So we disconnected the harness completely from the ECM itself on the side of the engine there, which then told me that everything went to an open circuit. So that means it's not within the ECM plug to the main plug of the injector harness. It's actually in the injector harness. So now we have to change it, which it's back there.
So it's back there. He's got some schematics, some diagrams right here.
I'm all about people having fun and enjoying life, man. That's all it's about.
It's all it's about, even if you're smoking crack.
Nope.
Well, that's fun.
That's not promotional in any way.
Well, that's fun to some people, though.
Hey, of course, because we're addicted to crack. Because that's what drugs do.
All right, update. The harness is right here. As you guys can see, progress is being made.
Yeah, I just gotta find out how to get it out from the back of the cylinder head, that's all. Then we should be good. Right, so the harness itself is just degraded at this point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like if oil gets in and it can touch both pins, like it can surround both, it connects them.
Oh.
So then it shorts them out. And these all share one common ground. So power, ground, let's say. So each one of these has got a power from the ECM, but they all go back to the same common ground pin inside that plug. So if any one of these shorts out and it loses ground, it knocks out whatever's ahead of that.
Oh.
That feeds back there. Right? So now instead of having one injector fail, you have all of them go out when you have a ground issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they silicone this into the head, which you don't need to do.
Yeah.
So that made it essentially incredibly difficult to remove. But I won. Shiny and new. Now this is where we're gonna take our sweet time putting it in. Because you don't want to wreck the new one. Because I'm pretty sure they're about $2,000. Nothing's cheap anymore.
Not even a hooker.
Talking about a tow truck? I know they're expensive too. Taping it up so I can install it without breaking anything. Oh, you can see how thick that is compared to what we're gonna put it through. Like this is the size of the hole.
Come on, fuck off. Okay, sweet. Okay, that's all of it.
So it's in.
Yeah, now just to hook it all up and then confirm that.
Right on.
Coffee's key.
Code change, no longer active. Go. soaked?
Fuck, when I'm about to just wear all of that. Number one, injector is internally shorted, causing the rest of the injectors to not fire. Because normally the way an injector solenoid fails is open, and when they fail open, you'll just get a dead miss. Like it'll just be bop, 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 because there's no fuel going in there. But now since this solenoid shorted itself to where it just goes right through the coil, because of that, it shuts every other injector off on the common ground.
So would that not have been the injector harness? Like would that not have been the fix then? Just the first injector or?
No, what it could have been is a combination of both. But like we said before, is that we end up essentially eliminating the situation. So from the connector, which is like here, let's say is this hand, to my ECM over here. Okay, I know this harness is good because I unplugged this and then tried to start it and all my codes changed. So now I know the problem isn't in this ECM harness, otherwise it would have stayed the exact same issue, it wouldn't have changed. So now that we unplug that, we know it's in that harness, so we changed the whole harness. And now that all the wire and conductors are good, we were able to track it down to actually being the number one injector shorted out, which is very rare. Normally they don't do that, they go to open, and then you just get a dead miss. But this shorting out actually shut all the rest of the injectors down because they share a common ground.
Okay, so moral of the story is you gotta change injector one, pardon me.
Yep.
And then it should be good.
Yep, correct.
And then an oil change, and then kick this beast out, and that's a day well done. We're closing out to this video, so if you guys enjoyed that, what do you gotta do? Like,
Subscribe.
What else?
Follow.
That's the same thing as subscribing. What else? Comment. Gotta comment. Peace out, guys. Alright, so we've just taken off injector one. It's an 18 mil if you guys are ever doing this in the future.
Yeah, the 19 mil to take the J head off.
Alright, so the injector is out. Things dripping.
Yeah, I'm trying to hand it to you.
What? Man.
The problem that I've had with
Things dripping just like me. You know what that means?
I'll go to turn on Task Manager, but
No.
I've had things break my desktop screen.
It sounds sexual though, so I don't want to.
Dripping? No, it means you got drip, bro. Like you're fresh.
No, when you got the drip, you got bigger problems.
Alright. So they're sending me to the west side of Edmonton to pick up new injectors. So let's go.
Sorry, this is the new one.
Yeah, it even comes with a new bolt.
The job is finished. You got the injector harness change in the injector.
It's done. Yeah, the engine runs good. Everything's good. Fuck.
Everything's good. And then can we get a smile?
No.
What does a viewer have to do?
I don't understand the question.
You watch a YouTube video. What do you do?
Like and subscribe.
What else?
I don't know.
Comment, man.
Oh, well, comment.
You want to be a YouTube star, man? Come on.
Do I? Oh,
Wow.
right, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, man.
I really don't.
All right. Peace out, guys. Thanks for watching the video. What? No, it's good.
I don't think it was.
I'm putting this in the video.